Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Economic Empowerment Podcast. I'm your host, George, and today is my honor to introduce to you a really famous violinist, Nemo Zhang. So please tell me about yourself.
Hey guys, I'm Shunzhe and I go to the Juilliard School now, and I study under Professor Hyo Kang. And then I started violin when I was 6 years old, around.
So I want to go in more details about like how classical music is being portrayed as extremely privileged in a lot of senses. So I think but like a lot of people want to get into it. Like what are some suggestions that you might give for like to deprivilege the classical music because it costs a lot to get the best training possible and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, I would say because classical music itself is just not very widespread and like it's not very popular. So I think maybe we should maybe have classes about classical music. We should teach them to younger children, like maybe they will bring their interest, and then maybe then we can have like just like
So revolution is organizing the school system, right? Is that what
yes,
you're saying? So like basically provide like music history classes and stuff like that.
yeah,
But I think there is a big problem that like a lot of teachers are not qualified enough to teach the class. That's like, you see in different countries, there's a lot of people playing piano, playing violin, but they are not getting the best training possible and they cannot reach the goal they want to. So like I know that you are basically trying to bridge that gap by like, creating a company that does that. So like
yeah,
what are some like it's in the starting phase, right? So
yeah.
what are some of your ideas that what your app could do so to help with that problem?
I think we need to create like a platform that could like connect, you know, the good teachers, like bring them all together, and then like so people can have like with the technologies we have right now, we can get them online lessons, and also if they're in the area, they can find like the best teachers in the area through the app, so like they can have access to the best quality music education possible.
And I assume that's going to be like a rating system, right?
Yeah,
You write feedbacks and stuff like that, and like because I think like because I played piano since I was a kid, right?
yeah,
So I just know that like it costs a lot. Not gonna
yeah,
lie, to to buy the instrument, to play it, and to find good teachers to do it. And like if you want to find a good teacher, like because we are here in New York City, it probably costs like $200, right, an hour and stuff like that in order to have the best quality teacher. Do you think your app can help with like to bring the price down because there are so many teachers out there? So then you can see which one's the best in price point.
yes, I think definitely because I think not everyone needs like a teacher that's like Isaac Perlman. So like you should find like like tiers for teachers. Like like some teachers are good at teaching beginners, and versus some teachers like they can only teach like those who are like already very professionally trained. So definitely, and also like some teachers they just like I know in China they don't really teach. Like they just take your money and then they don't do their job. Like I think that needs a revolution.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
And I think how is your app gonna like make that revolution quicker and sooner?
I think just like I'm sure there are a lot of really good teachers out there. They're just like their voices aren't like are just not heard, and then like we should connect them all together, and those who are actually going to teach, and then we
Yes,
should let
yeah.
them
So
teach.
basically advertise through your platform,
Yes,
basically.
and like I think right now it's just like like this field is just you have to win this certain competitions to kind of stand out, and then
But like teaching is not about that though, right?
yeah,
Yeah, because like I know that there's always a saying that like, the best teachers may not be always be the best
oh yeah,
players.
of course. Like my teacher, he doesn't really play now because like he went through like, a bunch of surgeries when he was so young. Well, he was actually had a surgery in his 20s, and then like he could never play again. But now he's like the best. violin teacher in the world.
So yeah, so like sometimes to identify those teachers out of, because there are a lot of violin teachers, piano teachers out there. So what are some incentives for them to register, for your platform?
Well, I think honestly, because me as a violinist and then who has been studying with a lot of like best teachers in the world, I think I have a sense of who will fulfill the job and then who will be a good teacher. Maybe I'll have them teach like the student on different levels, maybe a beginner and like someone who's level more on the intermediate side and someone who's like really advanced, like professionally trained, like from Juilliard. And see like what their capability is.
And from your standpoint as a young entrepreneur yourself, what is some like what do you perceive as one of the necessary qualities in order to create like a successful company as an entrepreneur?
I think um I think first like we really need patience, I think, because like nothing will like build up in one day, right? But like we gotta start doing it. It's either like
Yes, step by step. And yeah, I think patience is really important. And yeah, I think one of the last questions I'm going to ask is like, where do you see? Because with all like your app, let's say your app turns into really big,
yeah,
and have this like revolutionized, the classical music industry to a point that okay, has become more available resource to everybody else, to because there's more competition that you're bringing in,
yeah,
that they have to drop their price points. The teachers can get in order for the teachers to get more students, because currently it's basically like local monopolies for these teachers,
oh yeah,
because it's like other teachers are not, like being able to convey themselves. So like by bringing this platform to life, where do you see the classical music industry be in like, let's say 5 years?
I think classical music would definitely be more popular, first of all. And then also then the industry won't be as competitive because like if when more people learning it and then we might be able to create more orchestras and it won't be such a niche profession anymore where like if you really want to stand out, if you really want to be able to make a good living, you really got to be like the tip of the pyramid.
Yeah.
Otherwise all people I was like, you just can't like these people playing the orchestra that work for so many hours and they don't even get paid that well, honestly.
So like, yeah, that's definitely a problem that,
So
yeah, can be solved by bringing more people into classical music.
yeah.
I think your app is going to do that, and I wish you the best of luck. And yep, nice to meet you.
That's right.
Yep.